In my science class, I've tried many opportunities to set up different models that will help students to really understand the human body. And one of them, of course, is by doing this on paper with showing different organs. But how can I make them feel it a little bit more in the flesh, physically speaking? I've had different examples, either having a video format with a VR set, which we looked at in our previous video, thanks to Abacus collaboration with DK, but this one here is also a little bit much more bigger in terms of not only the type of model that is different from what we got from the VR booklet that we saw in our previous video, but also how this kind of gives you a little bit more richness to it in terms of diverse organs. And we're going to look at the name, which is known as Discovery Mind Blown Product. This is called the what? The 3D human anatomy biology model. This is a STEM product and it has different things to offer for you. One is having a much more interactive insertion, practical placement of the internal organs with the specific parts of the skeletal system. And this here says that it is fun and educational. Well, that is a hope, and we're going to look at what it has inside in details. And this here has blend between the skeletal and the organs in terms of placement and covering systems. Now this here promises to glow in the dark, and we're going to look at practical example of it. It's quite cool that it has a little bit much more diverse amount of parts, and it promises to be explorative in also discovery in terms of where things are placed properly in the human body, and how it's a nice display in terms of your, let's say, aesthetics in your classroom or in your homes. And this is the side, and the back here says that not only are you exploring the skeletal system but also muscular and organic systems. The cool thing about it is that it's set up in terms of halves. You can see one half in terms of the skeletal system and the other half is muscular system, so it doesn't give you a full symmetry of the skeletal system and also muscular system. On the other side here you have the circulatory system, you have the vessels not only on the arm side but also at the leg side. We'll look at that in details in the video. And in terms of the assembling piece, here are the things that you should expect inside the box. Number one is a stand for you to place your finished product, followed by the, let's say, the skin covering front and the back, and you have half of each the skeletal system. In this case you're looking at the back but missing a leg or a limb, and this is the front rib cage, followed by the muscular system here, and you have the organs. Cool thing about the organs is that not only do you have, like, the critical ones, but you also have some at the bottom and some at the top. I mean, in terms of the kidneys, you have the bladder that is incorporated in it. You have the large intestine and the small intestine kind of fused together compared to the abacus one where you have the separation. And you have the stomach, you have the spleen, you have the pancreas, you have the liver, you have the diaphragm. And the cool thing also is that they are color coded, so that helps a little bit to differentiate one from the other. And you have two lungs, you have the heart, and you have the brain. Now this also includes the arm and the leg, blood vessels. Finally, you have like a, let's say, a tongue to help you to manipulate the things that ordinarily your thick fingers cannot manipulate. And those are the things that you should expect in the box, and also a manual to guide you through how to place them in the right order. And this here shows you that the organs are not rigid, they're a little bit more flexible, squishy squishy, so that's pretty awesome. And that is what the package says. And we're going to look at the assembly piece. I felt that for the assembly of this process, it took me around 10 minutes to assemble everything. And it's kind of important because by your assembly, you're really thinking about how things place in terms of relative size. I mean, it's not really ideal, but it helps too as well in terms of the relative size of the organs compared to the other. I'll say the little drawback I have with this particular assembly piece is that they don't connect. They're all like segregated or separated a little bit. The Abacus one really had a little bit of a connection. You connect it and it's firm. It stays in place. However, for this one, they tend to move around, so you really need to be able to have your arms to not be too sticky on the specific material and carefully placed without shaking things around. Otherwise, the organs tend to like slide off each other. And yeah, that is my little criticism behind this. I'll say also the skeletal system. I feel it has the other segment, and the segment is kind of showing how it can be clicked with the muscles. I feel that'll be a little bit more a nice touch to it. But hey, we got half and the other half right there. I would say also, yes, this has way more organs compared to the Abacus one. I mean, the Abacus one doesn't have the brain, so this was pretty cool to see the brain, absolutely for sure. And not only they are putting it in, covering it with the cranial, and it's really resting on the actual frontal skull. Pretty impressive stuff. I mean, even too much to ask. I'm like, oh, okay. Since you have holes in the eye socket, maybe you could put eyes there. Maybe that might also be a nice touch to it. But it's okay. We didn't get the eyes. The cool thing also is that it also has the spleen. Really awesome. It has a lever. I don't think the Abacus one has a lever. I could be wrong. The kidneys is awesome. The only one that is missing the Abacus one that is present here is the bladder. So that nice connection between the kidneys and the bladder, pretty awesome stuff right there. That is everything that I found in here. I mean, of course, the muscular system is missing in the Abacus one, but present here. Blood vessels present here, but absent in the Abacus one. So there's going to be much more parts here that kind of taps into the different systems. So if you want to count systems here, that's going to be complete. You have respiratory system, you have the circulatory system, you have the muscular system, the skeletal system, you have the digestive system in some parts, and you have excretory system. Well, kind of like looking at the kidneys and all that. So there is promise here in terms of way more things, that in this case, six systems. I mean, the only one here that is missing is a lymphatic system and the nervous system. Well, technically, this one has a nervous system, which is the brain, has the spinal cord that helps. The nerves not there. It'll be much more tricky to set up the nerves. That is pretty something to think about down in the future with more incredible integration of use of 3D printing into creating something like this in the future. It'll be something to actually you try at home. 3D printing might be a great way to create new organs and try to set it up in this particular model and make it work. The other thing here is that the skeletal systems, when you're attaching everything, you need to attach it to the actual skin cover, so you can have like a pin or hole that allows you to tell you where to place it, so that helps absolutely. In terms of when to move the parts, they're clearly disjointed. The socket arm doesn't really click on to the frame of the skeleton, so you cannot let them stand without the skin. You need the skin of the model to keep the body in firm position. If you try to get the skin, then everything kind of falls apart. So that's a little bit of disadvantage of this model. In terms of aesthetics, I love the aesthetics here. It looks a little bit much more pleasant to look at, especially at night. The glow light in there, so in the dark where you're looking for your stuff, you can find it really easily. Honestly, with my eyes, yes, I could see it. However, with the camera, not at all. Could never see anything. So I guess something to keep in mind concerning what to expect when you're using your camera versus when you use your regular eye in the dark. So that is pretty awesome to have that feature present in this particular model. All the same, I hope you found this really informative. In this video, we have the real life setup of how to place all the augers in the right position. And yeah, let me know what you think about this compared to the abacus video here. Drop that to the comment section and let me know your thought about this. But that way we can talk to you soon. Stay smart as always.